Two guys from two worlds. This is the FlipSide. New episodes uploaded on YouTube every Wednesdays and Saturdays. Now, your hosts, Jay and Noel. And we are live.
Hey.
Good morning, good evening, welcome to the FlipSide with Jay and Noel. I'm really not sure why I did that. Yeah, we're back. Part 2. Still the same day, different hour.
You gave it away. That's why I changed my shirt. It's called a cost.
That's a good.
What are you talking about? I didn't give anything away. It's not this. It's another day, another dollar.
So I gave it away.
You gave it away, you ding dong.
Okay, let's not explain anymore. That's
friendship over. Just kidding.
Unfriend.
He's gonna block you now.
I'm blocking you from every social media I have, from Tinder, from Bumble, and then everything else.
Spotify.
Spotify.
How about Candy Crush? My son plays it still blows my mind that you could play video games now and then chat with someone at the same time. So it's like a social network.
Yeah, I love it.
Because lately I haven't I couldn't like chat or call my son, and that's like the whole issue. And then I found out that he was playing like Minecraft or Roblox or something like that, and I was like, oh, what's your game name, so I can play the game and then like look for you there, and then I could chat with him.
Yeah.
What's the term that's called for that? Where is like role playing? Is that role playing or video?
Yeah.
RPG or first
but
person shooter.
He's so concentrated on it that chatting with him is like not even part of his psychology when he's doing it. And the only time that he does go on chat, he doesn't read like what people are saying or anything like that. It's like this chat room. This is my problem with chat rooms on the game, though. It's like people just say stuff like randomly. It's not really a conversation. They're just there to rant. It's like, oh, that was stupid. Oh, you're a but it's not. You're not having like a real exchange.
You're not gonna sit there play video games, killing other characters, and then like, hey, so what you guys do today, huh? Did you go to Burger King today? Did you go eat out?
You do, though. It depends on like your age group, I guess, because it's like if you're a younger age group, I notice it's really just about the game and how like, oh, you suck, you didn't get that, or you didn't res me, or all of that stuff. But then with adults, you do end up like talking about life because there is life to talk about. For kids, I mean, they've only had like
but I still can't
years.
understand having different conversations while you're actually playing the game, though. It's too hard to do that.
Yeah, I do it all the time. I think a lot of like video gamers really have the skill of multitasking.
Yeah, that's true.
Like this new friend that I have, Aaron. He's a guy, but he's like such a really good multitasker.
Wait.
He can listen to music. He can listen to music and he can play video games all at the same time, and take a video on his phone.
Out?
Yeah, I'm a little fangirl, probably. He's a really good player, so
it's good. Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is so weird because it's so. Hi.
Look at that. Say hi. Say hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
How are you?
Good to see you.
You smell like chips. It's disgusting.
She's so sweet. She said good. She said
Hi.
good to see you.
Oh, kiss me. Mwah. Yeah, you okay? Okay, go.
The noise reduction is really good on that mic.
Yeah.
No, not right now, Jojo. Baby. Okay. Sorry about that.
Baby. It's so
I just
cool.
can't-
Your TikTok looks like a radio DJ. like a legit radio DJ.
If you look closely, you're gonna see my double chin. You
Not bad.
know how there's the Pillsbury Doughboy? There's the anyway. So who's Aaron? Look at you, you player, you virtual player.
He's he's my friend on Fortnite.
Friend,
Friend.
are you guys walking around VR world like HH type?
HHW
Really?
W
Really?
that's
P S P.
What does that mean?
Holding
Holding
hands
hands.
while walking may pasway-sway pa.
That's what I love about the gaming community. There's so much like in so many not inside jokes, but the language about like, oh, you razzed me. Oh, you were like just
There's so
My
many
brain's-
that I don't know also because I just started. I just started like a month ago, almost 2 months now. And it's and the guys that I play with, they always like don't think that I just started playing. They think I've been playing for like I've always been a gamer, but then I'm also
Man,
like,
you're that good
what
then.
do you mean? What does that mean? How do I do this? And
What
it's
does-
like
Actually, I'm joking about it, but what does res mean? RES?
resurrect, I guess.
You
But
gotta,
it's
like,
also reboot.
help them get health back, basically, type of thing.
So you resed me. Is that a bad thing?
Yeah,
No,
it's a good thing. They're helping you give your life back, so you don't have to respawn or something.
Yeah, resurrect, I think, is what it means.
Yo,
I forgot to ask.
Okay.
So, yeah. So as you guys notice, we have Celeste back on. She actually has an upgraded look right now because she's got her new webcam.
I got a nose job.
Cheers.
and then she's well, her mic didn't come. Did you order a mic or no?
I did, but it's not here yet. It's still in sorting facility.
Oh, so probably in
But
about
it's
a
so
week
cute.
or two.
It's like this cute, like mic. I don't know. I hope it's cute. And
You know,
then
by the
I
way
just
you
don't
said-
know where to connect it.
By the way you said sorting facility, for some reason you reminded me of the voice of the airline pursers when they the mabuhay. Welcome to Philippine Airlines.
That's Inca.
Yeah, but that's what you sounded like when you said what did you just say? Sorting facilities. Your
It's still
package
at the
is
sorting
now
facility.
exactly. See, you could be the voice of the courier app when you're trying to sort. Where's my package? Your package is still at the sorting facility.
That's so good. That's so good. Yeah. Now that I've this equipment and this mic coming, that's when I can start, doing stuff.
Mm,
What the hell? That was like such a procrastinating move. Yeah, now that I've got all this stuff and I've spent money on it, then I'll do something.
yeah, little side
because
note.
quality.
I got awarded. I think that's the right word for it. I got awarded this big sort of instructional video project that I'm working on now. Right? It's basically anyway how to use this machine. Kind of. I was thinking of getting you as a voice talent for it. That's what I was asking you to send me some samples for something else. But for this particular project, it's like press 1, and then after go to the main menu. But the problem is there's so many typographical errors. I think they used maybe like Google Translate to probably translate like Chinese
The
to
script?
or Mandarin to English or something like that. And it's like a lot of it like I have to correct before the anyway. So I was like, it's going to be a headache if I have somebody else do the voice. And then every time I need to make a correction for the script, I have to call the voiceover person. We have to like
why not do the correction first and then record?
Because I'm not the script writer. I mean, it was like somebody else's job, and then I didn't want to have to throw it back. And I was like, you know what? I'll just do it myself.
No. You're not getting paid for that. You're getting paid to do what you're supposed to do. So if it's not your error, it's somebody else's error. You throw it back at them. Don't take it all on because you're going to be a pushover.
Boundaries.
Yeah, man. You got to have
Yeah.
boundaries.
No. Yeah, I thought about that. Yes. But I was just thinking in terms of efficiency. If there are going to be corrections, because I just wanted to. Yeah, I'm trying to square my way out of it. But basically,
No.
I just whether it was right or wrong, I just thought of just because it was faster instead of like going back and forth.
Yeah, it's faster, but the headache is going to be on you.
No. I was thinking that because I'm editing, right? I'm also doing the editing. Well, we shot it. I'm doing the editing. Oh, I just realized I'm doing everything. I shot it. I'm doing the editing, and then now I'm sitting here doing the voiceover. I can literally just like I'm listening to something and it sounds wrong. I just grab the microphone and then correct this part of and then continue editing. You get it? Because
I got it. But you're making it. The steps seems to be too long.
Right, but here's the thing: if I got Celeste to do that voice, I would have to message her, wait a couple of days or maybe a day for her to send the file back, and then I could put the file back in. You know what I mean?
Don't record until the script is proper.
Exactly, except that I'm in a stage right now, or it turns out that you especially for instructional videos, you don't know that it's worded the wrong way until you're actually editing it or doing it.
Because of how it's being said, basically, or what it's accounting to. Meaning
because if you're just reviewing it like on paper, it sounds right, but when you actually put it match picture to the voice, it's like that doesn't make sense.
Right. No, I see what you're saying.
Anyway, so I got so that's just my thing.
Is the video done?
Working on it. Still working on it.
If the video's done, hi Manang.
They just called you Manang.
Is that Manang?
It's a Sven.
Who's that? I don't know. Sister. I'm just being polite.
You don't call people Manang if you want to be polite.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to say? Hey, what's up, yo?
You say hi, ate.
Because Manang is like old lady.
Or
you can also tell ate to like pipe down a little bit. We can hear her.
You can say, "Hey, girl."
Hey, girl. You better pipe your hole because we can hear your conversation.
Yeah. I can transfer.
Microphone's really good.
Woman.
Say,
hey, woman.
Hey.
Hold on a second. Celeste, thanks for joining us. Jay, what did you have in mind today?
So he's on the podcast.
Sorry.
I mean, I'd like to get some words out, but damn, man, she won't shut up. Hey, no girlfriend. You need to like chill. Tell her to like pipe her little hole down so we can get some words on.
Come on, give us an idea of what's going down today.
Well, I wanted to catch up with both of you guys, how the week's been going since our last conversation. And then 2, I wanted to like comment on a couple of things that I heard Celeste mention quite a number of times on the last episode. 3, I wanted to talk about why I hated going to the gym in the first place. Don't choke. Don't choke. I know. Don't.
All of a sudden, I could smell the smell of the gym when you mentioned why you hate going to the gym.
A lot of ding dongs and ding dangs in the gym, yo. Tell you that much.
Okay. So, yeah, let's open mahaba-habang usapan to.
Okay. So, let me start with, if we can, if you don't mind. Oh, ano yan? Oh, your boy Bawang. Oh.
This is a chichiria check.
Okay. Can you hear us?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. What the hell? You could have just turned your mic on, say what you had to say instead of shooting a message to us.
You talking me?
No, Celeste.
No, because there's multiple sounds coming in.
I know it's fine, but it's not like she's continuously talking, is she?
She was, but you're fine. It's all
You're
right.
fine. You're fine.
Oh, okay. Are you sure?
I'm eating cornix.
Chill ka lang. Chill ka
You can
lang.
mute yourself while you're not talking.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it. We're waiting on you, Jay.
So no, Celeste, you got to turn your mic on.
I have to turn my mic on.
So basically, on the last, it's so
Are we lagging here? What?
See, I
it's
have
like
to. I have
No,
to.
because I get confused. I was like, I got my train of thought going, and then I hear her in the bye, ate. See you later, ate. Oh, bumalik na naman
I
akala
can't
ko.
hear. It's on my headset.
Oh, well, good. Punta ka sa na banyo. Si ate. Ano ba ginagawa ni ate?
No, well, look, it's like this. While Celeste is listening, just mute yourself because you're not talking. But when you do start talking, obviously unmute yourself, and your voice overpowers the background noise anyway. Don't worry about it. Jay,
Okay. All right.
I'm
So
dying
yeah.
to find out what's on your mind. Come on.
So last week's episode, we were talking about the infamous fella named Nicholas from the Swiss Army knife place of the world. Mr. Molato.
What?
Never mind. So we were talking about Celeste.
Wait, why Swiss Army knife?
Isn't he from Switzerland?
Did we name him? I don't remember
New
naming him.
Zealand.
Oh, New Zealand. You could have corrected me 2 episodes ago. I sound like a ding dong.
Oh well.
Never mind. What was I saying again? Oh yeah. Anyway, so you kept mentioning throughout the show. I kid you not. You probably said it 8 or 9 times. Okay. You kept saying trial period. And I couldn't help but notice throughout the conversation, there's a discussion about how you were crying and you felt the hurt and whatnot when you got the message. After that, you say something about the trial period's over. I'm like, how can you have that kind of train of thought into it? If you think that way going into a relationship with a trial period, it's never going to work.
Hold on. For those
Right?
of you,
No, it wasn't.
Wait, sorry. For those of you that are just joining us, like myself, can we sort of backtrack on what we're talking about here?
Okay, please proceed. You give the backtrack real quick.
No, I'm the one confused on where we're at. So she had
real quick, the name of the show is Jay and Noel. It'd be
Yes.
nice if you'd be part of it most of the time.
I'm trying here. Can we get away from the personal insults and just jump to
Jesus
the issue
Christ.
at hand?
Okay. No, so last week we were talking about how, the unfortunate thing where Celeste was dismissed by her ex-boyfriend.
Dismissed.
Yes.
We broke up, man. It's the
I know, I'm just trying to be nice. I mean,
Okay. And
Right,
then
so they
now
broke
you're
up.
saying
okay, she got dumped by Nick, who's from New Zealand. New Zealand?
just
New
weird
Zealand.
because I don't
didn't know
remember
we were gonna
naming
say
him.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well. It's out there.
Well, there's a million Nicks from New Zealand. You want to give him his handle?
I don't know. He blocked me.
Oh, then never mind. And there was a conversation last week where she was saying that, yeah, when I got the message, I cried for a bit. And then I realized what was that? The trial period's over.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, if that's your initial thought into it to begin with, it's never going to work out. If you look at a relationship as a
I
trial
didn't say
period.
that was my initial
Right.
thought. I said that the trial period ended and
Yeah.
that's it because
Okay.
that's how he treated it. When
The
he
whole,
broke up
the
with
whole
me,
4 months?
when he
Didn't
broke
she-
up with me and then he blocked me and everything, that's how it felt like. Like what? So it wasn't real to you? What the fuck was this? Because to
didn't
me
she
it was
mean-
real.
Didn't she mean, and what the way I understood it was trial period was like a honeymoon stage. Is that right? Am I using the
No,
No,
no.
that's
I used the
different.
trial period. I said the trial period has expired because the way he treated me when he ended things, felt like everything else that happened wasn't real to him. So
I think that's the other part. Actually, I'm glad you said that, because that's the other question that I had too. Or I don't think we kind of jumped into the conclusion that he was just being a complete jerk, but because personally, I don't know what happened, but the fact that who are we
But
to
I
say
told
that he
you.
didn't really know,
So what happened was he sent me a text message
right?
all of a sudden saying that all he sees is a friend in me. He doesn't see me
You
as a
got a
lover.
friend in me. Never mind. Sorry.
And then he doesn't see me as a lover, and that he's still coming in August. So if I'm willing to meet up with him, we can still meet up. And then I thought it was all gravy from there.
Right.
But then he's like, oh yeah, we can still be friends. It can still happen. La la la. Don't think that way, that it's the end forever. But then a few days after he said that, he blocks me on literally everything, including Spotify. And it's crazy.
Well, no.
Dropped like a hot potato.
Yeah, he's being a jerk in regards to that, but it doesn't mean that he didn't really care about what you guys had.
But how can you just drop?
Things change. That's it. It happens.
But it wasn't gradual. It was
it doesn't have to be gradual. Maybe he felt like the relationship was strong at the beginning, and then in time things started fading down, right?
Are you saying that it was more respectful of him to just cut things off cold turkey?
No. No matter
That's
what,
he did.
Well, yes, that's right, but it's not. There's no clean way of doing such a thing to begin with. But does that automatically mean that the entire relationship to him was just blocked?
Because that's how it felt like when he sent that message. And
to you, that's how it felt like to you. But does that mean that that's how he felt?
Well, he blocked me on everything.
Because it's over.
Yeah, but he said, I still want to be friends.
You literally just joined Tinder in his country to check on him. So you gave him the reason to block you.
He can't see me if I'm on Tinder. He can only see if we match.
But you swiped on him, right?
Yeah, you don't see that if people swipe on you until you swipe on them.
Well, he was able to see you on Tinder. That's why he blocked you.
No, we don't know that.
Do we?
Well, I think I see your point about.
My point is, I mean, yeah, maybe it is the way it is with how he looked at it, but that doesn't necessarily mean he did not care. Maybe he cared, and then all of a sudden it died down. I just don't think it was fair of us to judge everything based on one side.
You think he could have been like, he blocked her on all these social media platforms, but at the same time, he's like, I had to do it.
No. Absolutely not. Don't get me wrong. He's an absolute tool bag for doing doing what he did. Okay. I'm not saying I'm not trying to justify what he did. There's no manly part about what he did. Okay. The approach was completely wrong. But what I'm saying is that doesn't mean that we can just completely judge his own emotions or feelings towards something that we know absolutely nothing about. It was all assumptions and speculations because of what had happened.
No, because if you really cared and said, he said, I love you and all that stuff. And, I'm his dream girl and whatever. If he really cared, he wouldn't have just dropped the potato.
Again, we don't know the backstory. Maybe he met somebody along the way and he was trying to slow it down. Again, I'm not trying to justify it.
You are, though.
No, I'm not. I'm not justifying it. I'm just trying to logically put into perspective
you feel guilty?
Possible way of how his train of thought was.
We talked about a guy behind his back.
Did you ruin the bro code?
No, I don't feel like that at all. I don't know the guy, you know. But I'm just
Well, then
saying, it's
why bring it up then?
Me like that one.
no. I brought it up because it didn't seem like it was right.
So you feel guilty.
I guess maybe I felt
Or-
guilty. I guess
yeah,
you know
there.
because I don't know the guy, right? But
Yeah.
maybe is it possible that maybe you looked at it the wrong way?
What?
You know, like you also kept saying one of the other phrases that you kept saying it was he led you on.
Yeah.
I don't think you're leading anybody on if you've been with somebody for 4 months
Well, if you're saying all these
and
things,
you are actually a couple. Now, if you guys were talking and never became a couple, that's leading you on. But if you were talking and became a couple and then broke up, he never led you on because it actually went on.
yeah, but the thing is, he led me to believe that it would
Gonna say it with such a.
continue.
The sweet
That's what I'm
nothing.
saying. I don't think he led you to believe. Maybe it did happen. It just trickled down.
It didn't trickle down, Nat.
How would
because
you know?
Everything was
How
good.
do we know?
Because I have the fucking text messages where it's like all sweet and nice and everything, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, boom.
Yeah, I see what you
So
mean.
for example,
Yeah.
Jay, we're messaging, we become a couple, and then I just all of a sudden be like, I ghost you, basically is
Yeah.
what he did. And you don't know really why or like what happened. You don't know what, like why did he ghost me all of a sudden? Yes, your feelings can change, but just like that.
Right. At a flip of a switch
Exactly.
without consider. It's like you're in a room,
Yeah,
lights are on, and then all of a sudden you decide to turn the lights off. It's like, hey, somebody else is in here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I don't think for anybody, it never flips just like that. There's always a time frame where it's been going on sometime somewhere in their head. And then when they
For
decide to
them.
do well, yeah, exactly.
For them.
That's what you listen to what you just said. Okay. Yes, for them, right? And then
Mhm.
all of a sudden, when they decide to make that decision and make that move, obviously it's gonna look like they just flipped the switch just like that because it just happened.
That's why we're
Yeah,
calling
but
him
that's
selfish.
why it's selfish, because he didn't communicate throughout. He wasn't brave enough to communicate that, hey, I feel like this isn't working out. Maybe we can fix something, or maybe we can come to some kind of, agreement or change or something, and not just drop the potato or not just turn the light off. You're sitting there in the room, like what Noel said, and you're not just gonna leave the room and turn off the lights when somebody's in there. You're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna go leave now. Is it okay if I turn off the light? Because we're not gonna use it anyway.
There was not enough
Instead of just-
emotional attachment to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't
But then
isn't that the safe to say that the same thing where yes, you did cry for that one day and then it's c'est la vie after, like back to normal.
no, it's not back to normal.
Uh.
You cry for one day and then you constantly try to move on. So every day you're still thinking about the guy, but then you're working on yourself to move on from it. You're not just like suppressing it.
Mhm,
You're working
mhm.
on it throughout each day, but
Right.
you can't wallow in it forever.
Right. I guess everybody's different, because I kind of, it's okay to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
You know what?
And that is vulnerability.
Yeah.
But
That's
it's
true.
I'm not saying you have to wallow in it. you
Right,
know?
right.
'Cause
Speaking of
that's toxic too.
Speaking of respect, before you turn the lights off, when I never used to do this until I moved back here in the Philippines. When I take a piss now on a tree, I say tabi tabi po. Pasintabi ba? So that's it. Walang pasintabi yung guy. He just turned everything off.
I know that. I know that I'm just saying, I'm not trying to justify what he did. Like I said in the beginning, he's a total tool bag for doing what he did. Okay. Especially
Just-
the way he did it. what I was simply trying to get at is, who are we to judge what actually went inside him? Because we
What-
wouldn't know.
Hold on. In fairness to everyone else that's trying to catch up with what's going down, including myself. You remember what episode number that was in case we want to go back and review it?
That was
46.
episode 46. See, even she knows the episode numbers. I'm not even gonna go there. Not even gonna go there. Anyway,
You call me ding dong. You call me, I'm like this. I'm like,
That's
do
a
you
common
really-
name, though. That's a common nickname for all Filipinos, like Ding Dong Dantes. And
Do you really still want me to be co-hosting with you like Jay and Noel? Do you want it to be Jay and somebody else?
no, stop it. Stop it. Did I say we're getting a divorce? No.
see, that's communication. That's communication. And then when you do decide to divorce, that's it.
Sometimes the
But it's
problem
not
with
like all gravy, all fancy gravy, nice stuff, and then all of a sudden, ploop. I don't like you now.
you
It's like,
obviously
what are
missed.
you, a preschooler?
You obviously missed the first hour that we had. there was just a
Oh.
lot of
So you had the rug slipped from under you is what happened.
Yeah.
That's why we're pissed off.
Exactly. And and also it's through text message, like what Jay said, he could have called, or
Right.
he'd be like, hey, can I call you? We need to talk, right?
So
But
it's
it was
I understand. I
There's no
understand
reason
what
to
you're
feel
saying,
guilty.
Celeste. I understand what you're
no
saying,
reason.
but
There's no reason to feel guilty, Jay.
I'm not feeling guilty, really. It just felt like we were being too vindictive.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's not
just-
fine. It's not right to hurt to.
That's why we're not mentioning names, specific details about the person here.
Yeah, no.
We're just,
What's
we're
his
just
handle
throwing,
again? I forgot.
we're just throwing spaghetti around on the wall, okay, and see what kind of sticks, and
I don't even understand that analogy, but anyway.
just shooting the breeze. Just
Shooting the breeze? How
Not
can
the
you
right-
shoot the breeze?
shoot the shit kind of thing.
Hey, dude, you're gonna get us banned. Calm down.
You got to
Are
say
you
it
not-
3 times before we get banned. I only
That's-
said it once.
allowed to. I said F word, kanina. Uh-oh.
Let's mix the curse words around a little bit so you don't say the same curse word 3 times.
What happened? Did you go to the bathroom again?
Connection probably. Don't worry about it.
Um. Anyway. So
Is that it?
yeah, I guess that's it. I just didn't want to sound like we're being too vindictive and whatnot. I know we don't know the guy.
We're
I'm
entitled
not trying
to
to take his side,
feeling-
but
Oh,
We
and that's
are-
the thing also about I don't know about the guy, because like, again, it is like an online thing, and it was too good to be true or something. And we never really fought. So I guess there was no like building block to,
Mm,
I don't know, to
mm.
dealing with problems, I guess, because we never really fought. So it's always like all
Mm.
rainbows and butterflies.
it's literally all trial period or
Yeah.
honeymoon phase.
So probably that's why, it
Yeah.
was it expired.
Right,
You know,
right.
Here in the Philippines, well, maybe Asia, I think, when you're trying to, go to a bargain place, ukay or what, or you're looking at maybe karinderia, you're trying to look around for what to eat or what to buy, and you're trying to decide what to spend for, right?
Okay.
Instead of saying, no thanks, bye, we're moving on, you just say, ay, o sige, balik po kami ate. You kind of like, you don't say it like, no, it's never a hard no. It's a,
So you're not gonna say like, no, it's okay. No, thank you. You're not gonna say
you,
that?
you do, but just to emphasize the cutting things off like cold turkey. There's
Yeah.
kind of a cultural thing here where you, sige po, next time na lang, or you're not coming back next time, but you just say it out of sort of courtesy that, sige, balik po kami, we'll come back next time, and
Yeah, but that's wrong.
not right now. Not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just pointing out the fact that it's how things are sort of run around here.
That's leading them on. See what I'm saying?
It's Asian.
Yeah, exactly.
Asian. I think it's Asian in general. You know, you don't want to rock the boat.
And I think that's kind of what he did. Like instead of communicating that he was starting to feel off about everything, he just drops the potato. So right,
Just a potato.
Yeah, I get excited.
Again, that's selfish.
Yeah.
I'm the potatoes.
I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing. But besides that, okay, all right, I got your point. Now,
Because he's entitled to turn the lights off or to change his feelings towards the girl, right?
correct.
But I think the more gentlemanly way to have done it was like, I know this comes off as a shock. If you have any questions, let's talk or whatever. At least give some sort of courtesy to the other person in case that person has questions and still needs to talk. Just offer them some space for closure. And then I hope you don't mind. Maybe after a couple of weeks, I'm going to be off the grid and be unable to get in touch with me. So if you have any questions, now would be a good time to talk.
Right. Right. Makes sense.
Talking as if I know what I'm doing, but I've never.
I mean, that's all I wanted to talk about in regards to that, really, because it kind of like I didn't feel, I'm not feeling guilty about it. I just felt like it was kind of wrong to just prejudge things, because I wouldn't want to be prejudged for not knowing me. You know what I mean?
Cares. I judge
Cares.
you. People prejudge us when they're looking at this podcast at the same time, but it's like, meh.
Yeah, but we shouldn't. That's my point. That's what I'm trying to get at. You should never judge people or anything.
People are entitled to their own opinion and their prejudging moments.
Because people
whatever.
are people, no matter what. You know what I mean?
We're just trying to talk about, being a little considerate for what other people might feel, because the guy just did his thing for his pleasure without really considering what the other person might feel after what he just did.
Right.
Or what he just said. So don't feel guilty.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling guilty about it.
He can do whatever he wants, and we can talk about him if we feel like it.
Yeah. So besides that, Celeste, how was your week?
It was good.
Yeah.
What a segue. How are you feeling after a couple
How
of
was your week?
Yeah, I mean, it was good. Anything interesting happen besides that? I mean, you did say the last time we talked that you were back in Tinder.
Oh yeah, no, I got out of it.
That was quick.
That sounds like another one. Oh, no, I got out of it.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
Not
Are you-
that
are
great
you-
out.
What about you, Noel?
Sorry, Celeste. You think what?
No, it was just too much too soon.
Too much
The
too soon?
relationship
You don't think you're ready yet?
to Nick. Hello.
Hello there.
You gotta admit though, guys. Look at that smile. Can you give that pretty smile, Joe? Look at that. Look at that.
You know what we could do next time? You could just have the camera facing her, and then the microphone is on you. So, you have a voice for radio, and how does that go?
And
How's
the
that?
face for
television? Yeah, something like that. So she's got the face for television. You've got the voice for radio.
Oh yeah.
It's a compliment.
I've taken a lot of things from you, but that one hurts, bro.
Take it as it's a compliment.
That one hurt. Baby, look, say something. Noel's being mean to Dada. Can you tell him not to be mean to me? No, you have to talk on the mic. Tell him on the mic. Yeah. Don't be mean to your daddy. You know? Yeah. Rah, 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 rah. So cute.
So funny. I miss her toilet, Jay.
I actually sold it. Somebody bought it on the garage sale.
Yeah. You mentioned that for like $10 or something like that.
Yeah.
I just missed the toilet being so just casually behind you.
I know. What's wrong? What you're the baby? You want to go upstairs? Well, you're gonna have to go with Mama. Okay. All right. I'll be there soon, Baba. Love you. Just like what Ryan Reynolds said
Mm.
in regards to his daughter. If they were being attacked, I would use my wife as a shield to protect my daughter.
Oh, yeah, I love that. I love the relationship. Blake Lively
Right?
and
They're
Ryan Reynolds.
so cute.
And like there's a speech that Blake Lively did where it's like talking about Ryan Reynolds and he's just she's just like, you know, he's always so excited to come home.
Right.
It's like we are his home, me and the girls. And
Aww.
he would come in full face, fake blood and everything, excited to come home to us.
That's really
and it's
sweet.
just like
I, on the other hand, tend to take the longest route to go home. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
He took the scenic route. He'd like to take the scenic route.
I like to take the scenic route. Take a little bit of longer time, you know. And if I could stay in traffic, I'd actually go into traffic instead of avoiding traffic. Anywho,
So I accidentally got out of apparently you can't do anything else other than stay on TikTok when you're doing the TikTok live thing.
yeah, that's
Okay.
fine. It's all right. It's okay. That's okay. So, what about you, Noel? How was your week? Seems like you were busy.
Yeah, I had overscheduled my calendar.
Right.
But yesterday it was kind of interesting though. I took on a job. How does this go? I don't know how much to say, but somebody got me. Hold on a second.
Whoa, it's the big one. Hold
I'm
on.
choking on the boy bawang.
It's too much chicharon.
Oh, I want boy bawang now.
No, I just took on a really, really cheap job yesterday to fly the drone. Usually,
Yeah.
I price it as like 5 times the price. I charge myself 5 times lesser than what I would normally charge just for fun because I wanted to get on a road trip with Din and we wanted to get away and it's heading towards Tagaytay and we're like, it's a vacation. Let's just go. Let's just do it. So
That's
we were
awesome.
doing it. So we were doing it for cheap, but when we got there, it was nice. It was a nice little event for some vintage cars kind of group. And then, we sort of worked the room in a sense that we got our, some new potential clients connection kind of thing. So it was a nice little surprise because I thought it was just another cheap job, but, not every benefit is monetary.
Stop. Can I cut? I apologize to cut you off. But literally, since you started talking about this, it's the 3rd time you have sold yourself short. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. You know I'm right. Why are you selling yourself short?
Did I sell myself short? Because
Yes,
I did say,
it's just a cheap job.
Hold on. I said the price. Okay.
You didn't say the price to begin with.
No. I told him the price.
Okay.
The client, the price.
Right.
And then I said, this is normally what I would charge, take it or leave it kind of thing. And then he's like, oh man, but because it's just sort of like a family event. And then this is just our budget. And then I was like, family event, small budget, vintage car event though with, okay, why not?
I don't think I think you misunderstood what I said. I didn't mean you sold yourself short, like you cheaped yourself out. Meaning, I meant like you're taking the value of your work and cheapening it. That's what I'm saying. Oh, I took a cheap job. No, dude, a job is a job. Doesn't matter if it takes 5 minutes or 5 days or 5 months. You'd be proud no matter what it is, what kind of job it is, because it's your job. And in your particular case, it's your portfolio. So stop short selling yourself. Even if it's just a 5-minute clip, you use that. Oh yeah, I did this. Man, you outsell your shit. I'm a sales guy. I'm sorry. What the hell was that? What was that?
It's so blue. It's so bright.
Really? You decide to do that when I'm lecturing?
It's
my
like
boy
talk
here?
to the. It's like talk to the hand.
Exactly. I didn't know how to take it. Is she trying to say high five? You go, boy, or
You go, boy. Yeah. but he's right, Noel. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
not selling yourself short. Be proud of how, where you are in your career and life.
Nice how
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I gotta work on the language of that. But you remind me of a gay mentor that I used to know. He's passed on now, but he used to tell me, I should say, no, Ben Cervantes, really theater institution. You were talking about institutions a while ago, so really privileged to have spent some time with him, worked with him. And he says, and I used to tell him that, oh, I got a gig this weekend, or a racket this weekend is how we say it in Tagalog, racket. And he's like, I hate that term racket or that gig. It's not just a gig; it's what you do.
Exactly.
Put some respect. I mean, so I'm not arguing with you. I'm with you, but what I'm just saying, not as an excuse, but as to tell you what I'm going, like in my head, like the language is just different. So maybe I'm asking you, how would you say it without saying that, oh, I took a cheap job?
I took a contract.
Ah,
The word, the
fine.
word, the word, simple word as contract
Okay.
lifts the value of your job. Either it's a small job or a big job. It already lifts the value of your job. You know what I mean? I
Got it.
took a contract today. It was just a simple contract. I was flying to drone around for about 2 hours, created like a 10-minute clip. Boom.
Got it.
Made this dollar figure for nothing. Done.
Got it. Okay.
See what I'm
Okay.
saying?
So, okay.
Anyway.
So I'm listening to you. So cherry on top of how my week went basically was what I was also telling Christine the other day. Like, you notice all the roads, because when I first started visiting my son on the motorcycle, I was like complaining about all these potholes, all the routes. It's so confusing and traffic, blah, blah, blah. As the months went by, or a couple of years now visiting my son in visiting terms with the motorcycle kind of thing.
Yeah.
All the roads that we pass, probably except EDSA, a lot of the roads that we pass are all being cemented, asphalted, fixed. But sometimes it kind of feels like I'm driving on my own red carpet. It's kind of the world or the universe telling me, keep going. I've just been really appreciative, grateful for all the roads that have been fixed lately.
That's good.
Yeah, and then on top of that, of this recent contract, that our network sort of widened up a little bit, so that
You see, that's exactly what I'm saying.
and it just boils down to me feeling grateful that a lot of the things that come to you, that saying about if it's difficult, it's not meant to be, but if it's easy, or if it's meant to be, it'll sort of come naturally.
Correct.
There, just wanted to end that with that thought.
I think Christine shared a couple of pictures of that job. It actually looked really, really cool. I was actually saying it's like all these classic vintage Volkswagens, the hot hatchbacks, the Beetles. Honestly, kung may pera ako, I'd buy one just to have, kasi I remember my dad used to have one in the 80s.
So I know who we're gonna sell my dad's Volkswagen to now.
Oh,
we got one in the garage right now.
Like it works?
Yeah.
So why don't you use it?
What kind of Volkswagen?
Huh?
A Beetle.
A Beetle or a
A
Combi?
Beetles, the small one.
What color?
The car, white.
A white one too?
But yeah. But that's why we took on the job, because my dad has a Volks. And then I was like, maybe we can brush elbows.
Yeah, but why don't you use it?
Oh, because it always dies and I don't want to push it.
Change the batteries.
It's got a lot of maintenance issues, but yeah, basically it works.
Man, I want that. I'd drive that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
have
love
to
Beetles.
you have to wait for my dad's permission though, because he's gonna take it to the grave.
I have a story about a Beetle though.
Yeah.
So I as an infant, I almost burned in one.
Huh?
What?
So Ben and Nanay, they were a couple, and Ben was driving. He had a Beetle. So Ben's Nanay's boyfriend from the 80s, and then I was an infant. And then the Beetle, they were driving it with a couple of friends, and then the Beetle started overheating. So they, what's the word? They went to the side of the road to, let it sit and whatever. And they get out of the car, and it's already smoking up and burning. And then Nanay's like, "Ay, si Celestina, nakalimutan ko." She forgot me in the car.
Oh, your grandma almost burned you alive, man.
No, Nanay.
Oh,
Mom.
I'm sorry, your mom. She forgot.
She used to refer to her like a pet.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so
When
she trained me like a pet too.
Hey guys.
So that's how I call my son also. When I first had him, it was like having a little baby is like taking care of a plant.
Check it out. Hopefully you guys
But once he starts to,
serious and not.
who's he talking to?
But hit subscribe. Thanks.
Are you on a
Hi.
different podcast right now? What's happening here?
I was just trying to sell a pitch real quick on the TikTok.
TikTok.
Like in the middle of my ranting about calling my son a pet?
You're not ranting. You just talked about your son being a pet.
Anyway, when he was not even 1 year old or 2 years old, he's like a plant. You just need to, take him out to get some sun, water him, give him a shower every now and then. But once he starts to think, he's like a little pet in a sense that like, oh, come here. Like stages of development.
Right.
But
right.
The difficult part or my favorite part was him being a plant. He's just like literally just
It's like stale.
water him, bathe him, you're done. Anyway, I got
Did
lost
you
there.
clean his poop?
Hardly. That's what I'm guilty about. I was
Bad.
Father of the
I was
year.
father of the year.
Of the year. I mean, I can't believe you let your son sit in his own filth.
Oh, he'll be fine.
Yeah,
He'll
I
be
guess
fine.
fine.
So Celeste, your own mother forgot you in the car.
Yeah.
How does that affect you emotionally? How's your
Does
your childhood?
Yeah. Did you have a happy childhood?
I mean, is that
Uh,
did you feel more affected when when the boyfriend just turns the lights off? Does it like remind you of anything about being left inside the car?
Abandonment?
Abandonment issues, anything like that?
No. Well, it is. There is that. What's it called?
holy crap! It really did.
Fear. No.
Abandonment?
Him breaking up with me. This is like the nth guy that's just dropped me like a hot potato.
Here's actually nice about
We should call
At
you
first.
Beetlejuice.
Why?
He was actually nice about it at first, and then
Beetlejuice, because she was left in the car to melt when
What?
you get juice. No?
Celestina
What
juice.
the? These. I want to curse, but it's like I don't want to get banned again.
Why can't we just stay on YouTube? Why do you have to go on TikTok?
Why do you have to question so many things? Huh?
Because we're here to conquer the world.
We're on top of the world right now. You're literally killing our high here.
How
We're
many
taking it on-
viewers?
We're taking it in all fronts, Celeste.
Okay.
All
Let,
friends.
let me tell you a story. I said I said you're killing our high, which reminded me. So this week, I took the family to the beach. We went to Virginia Beach. First of all,
Oh,
I just booked a hotel room because it was under my wife's discount since she works for the hotel. So I just booked it, right? I saw, oh, crap, that is dirt cheap. And it's right on the water, the hotel,
Ooh.
oceanfront. I didn't check the weather. It rained the whole time. Right. Well, actually, except for the first day. So the first day we got there on Monday. We got there at noon, and the sun actually came out between noon and 5 o'clock, and it was hot as balls. It was so hot. It was nice. Actually, got see. God dang it. There, right. I saw. What are you talking about? What is she saying?
I'll just message her. Never mind. Just ignore. Okay. So you
Okay,
were.
Okay, so we it was hot, it was nice. So we were having dinner, and then in Virginia, weed is actually legal now,
Okay.
right? You can buy it, smoke it, whatever. So on the way home from dinner, we saw a hemp store, a weed store. I go in, hey, I want to buy that edibles. Like you know what edibles are, right? They're the gummies, okay. But it's like 20 milligrams of weed, whatever. It's strong as hell. THCs, yeah. So we got back to the hotel at like 7 o'clock. I gave my wife one, and then I took two. All right. After like 30 how much booger can one person have in their nose? That's the third time today.
Come on, Jay. I'm excited to hear your story. Keep going.
Anyway,
Don't get distracted.
So I took two, and then 30 minutes later, it hit me, and it hit me good. I mean, my whole body just went numb, right? So I was just laying there, but it felt like I was doing this.
Rocking the
That's
boat?
how it looks like. It felt like I was rocking back and forth, but I was literally just sitting still. It felt so good. I was so stoned, and I felt like so giggly, and I actually had the munchies. So I had like I had so much chips and so much junk food and all that crap, and it was great, And then the next day, it just rained the entire time. So, like 5 hours of sun and glory, getting stoned, and then rain for the next couple of days until we had to leave to go home, which kind of sucked, but it's still okay. Anyway,
it's nice to be out, though, right?
Yeah, it felt good. It felt nice, but it kind of wasn't worth it if you're like stuck in the hotel room.
It's almost like but it's almost like it's counterintuitive. No, if you're not going through anything psychological necessarily, but you know how they say, take a breather, get out of the room, change your environment. It's like it's the last thing that you would think if you're hello there, little one.
Oh, look, breakfast.
It's just it's like opens the door in the attic, open the windows in the attic, let the air come in.
Yeah.
It's just the environment. Like you it's like it's such a mental positive thing. It does you positive things for your mental health when you change the environment. Is basically
right.
Is what I'm trying to say. So whether you needed it or not, it's always good to be out.
Yeah, you're right. I think I just need to be a little bit more grateful about it. Because really, it was really relaxing. I have to admit, even though the weather sucked, it was very relaxing. The weather wasn't cooperated, but it felt good just being there. Nice view right by the ocean,
So when the weather's hot and we really start to sweat, this is what I use. Powder. You said hot as balls.
Oh,
You really? Hold on. You put powder on your balls?
I didn't want to say it.
I know, but gee, why would you do that?
God.
Doesn't it get all creamy and stuff
Did
down
you-
there? You put powder in it?
Didn't you watch the movie the Chef or something like that? Did you watch that movie?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
did, I did.
cornstarch.
That's my-
Cornstarch.
That's my favorite scene where they got like a,
Yeah. Okay, I got that. I mean, but why would you do that?
So
And
it
even-
stays
because it's hot as
dry.
balls.
I know it cools it up, but
It's, an
hindi naman
expre-
malapot down there.
it's not just an expression, it's a matter of fact.
Literally.
No,
I mean, I
but
know it
hear,
cools it, but I'm just saying, like,
no,
It's
I
hot
hear,
ass and balls.
I hear these are these are cancerous though. If you breathe them down too much, it's not good for your lungs. So
oh,
be
so you're gonna
careful.
just put it in your genitals, right?
Just keep
No,
it
I mean,
away from
you
breathing.
inhale. Anything that's not air, I guess.
Hold on,
Yeah.
women do that too.
I don't really like it.
No, I'm talking about inhaling.
Oh, why would you inhale powder to begin with, unless it's that kind of powder?
No, because you know how asbestos is, supposed not good for you. It's kind of the same effect. So you're not breathing it on purpose, but it's just floating around in the air. So
But
I
it's
try
still,
not to.
I mean, particle.
do it
If
too
you
much.
if you sprinkle that thing down your pants, there's particle that's still going into places that it shouldn't be going into.
But that's right. So use it. Just be careful with it.
like
Good
the
advice, bro.
pneumo ultra microscopic silicovolcanocosis.
Yeah. Pneumonotra microscopic
Volcanoconiosis.
silicovolcanoconiosis. Yeah.
Yes.
What is it? Pneumonotra
It's the
Pneumonotra
longest word.
microscopic silicovolcanoconiosis.
Get down.
Yeah. Tell her to shut it.
While you're
It's
at it.
me.
Yeah,
Oh.
you tell her to like, hey, you pipe down there. Sabihin mo, tumahimik ka ha.
Yeah, that's
Sasampalin kita.
That's horrible.
So, I dare you to say it to her.
No.
Say it to her. Tumahimik ka, sasampalin kita. Say it.
I love how this show sort of turned into a show and tell kind of. Oh, I have one of those too. Like bring your own little something, share it to class today. Like, oh, I got this chichirya, or I got.
I've never done that though, and I've never actually. Why would you put powder down there?
I have to use the bathroom.
Do you always have to tell us? Seriously, every single time you have to go do something, you gotta tell us every single time.
Yeah. Or do I just leave and turn off the lights?
I mean, the courtesy thing to do is just leave and then like send a message like saying that's it. You don't have to like announce it. Bye, ate. I thought she ever.
Just,
Bye, ate.
you just say, okay, I'll be back. You know what that means already.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll be back.
Just say you're going to go to bank real quick.
No, it's not bad.
So, for those of you that don't know, especially in TikTok, Celeste left the show right now. Every time she leaves the show, she's actually doing a bank deposit.
In code, it's number 2.
Yeah, it's number 2. Number 2.
Okay. Now that's out of the way.
So let's talk trash about her real quick while she's not on. Oh, she can hear. Can she hear?
I don't know. What's up? Why?
No, I'm just trying to be the thing, dude. I'm just making fun of her. Why do you take things so seriously all the time? Look what I found in my bag.
Is that a tampon?
It's a tampon. Why is it in my bag? And there's another one.
Yeah, I'm trying to be a Boy Scout too. We got napkins on the raincoat that we got like a little emergency bag on the motorcycle.
Yeah.
It's got some napkins there too.
Well, I mean, you gotta prepare, man. When you get women in your house that runs the house,
You gotta be a Boy
sometimes-
Scout.
Yeah. I don't have hair, but I'm wearing hair ties on my wrist. I'm literally
Exactly.
bald, you know.
Exactly.
Anywho, so what else are we talking about? I think we're done, aren't we?
How long has it been?
I have no idea. Let me check.
Oh, 37, I think.
37.
10:37, I'm saying, is the time here in the Philippines right now.
Oh yeah, it's 10:37, but we've been on an hour and 4 minutes.
Okay, let's just wait
Wow.
for Celeste to get back and then go.
So, narinig niyo ba yung balita tungkol kay Celeste? Nakipag-break daw siya sa boyfriend niya. That's so
Ako,
funny.
promise, nakikita ko lang doon.
Oh, what?
Oh,
Malapit ka.
bakit siya nangyari?
Kaya dun sa, ano?
Yeah.
Sa
Hook up
boyfriend niya.
lang yung hanap nung guy.
Oh yeah, it looks like it. I mean,
Yeah, like-
that I have better understanding, you know. Yeah.
To put it even more bluntly, yun nga, like, why am I going to invest my time and energy in this setup? Yeah, marami na nga siyang kachat. Why will I waste my time and energy in this kind of situation kung wala namang hook up agad-agad?
Yeah, pero if you don't know what's going to happen to begin with, if you're going to look at it as you're going to invest on something like your time and whatnot, then what's the point of going into it?
Baga, sabi nga nila wag kang 100% magbigay ng trust.
No, don't do that. I don't believe in that. I'm sorry. I don't believe
Kasi
in that.
ako napag-aralan ko na yan natutunan ko sa theater before.
Mas mabuting
Kapag
masaktan
lahat.
ka para matuto ka ng husto. If you keep preventing stuff, then you're not letting things happen naturally.
Hindi, gagaguhin ka rin.
Alam mo ba yun?
Oo, makikita mo naman kung totoo sa'yo yung tao
Well, yeah. Pero kung makikita mo na, then umalis ka na. Pero wag mong i-approach ang relasyon na titingnan mo na hindi ka first of all, kung papasok ka sa relasyon, dapat 100% kang pumasok.
100%. Pero for me as babae kasi, syempre, hindi naman din sila yung mawawalan di ba?
Bakit? Silang mga lalaki ba hindi nawawalan?
Di bali silang makapanakit ganun sila
Ang lalaki lang ba ang nakakapagsakit sa relasyon? No.
Don't look at me.
I'm sorry. Hindi lahat ng lalaki ganyan at hindi lang lalaki ang nananakit sa
kasi
relasyon.
karamihan, for me na-experience ko karamihan kasi foreigner yung mga naggagago.
Yun. Yun.
Yeah, I agree.
Are we gonna open this box?
Yeah, kasi may pamilya kaming ganyan.
Pero it's
Wait, what are we talking about?
Like relationship, like okay, now we kind of jumped into this real quick where
we were trying to talk about you while you were gone, but we ended up talking about guys and how they break up just at a snap of a finger. And then I was saying is that mostly foreigners do that. Because she opened it up because like the guy's probably just after a hookup.
Yeah, and also if it's an online dating kind of thing and long distance, like what Jay said a few episodes ago, where it was just him and I, it's like not meeting or not knowing the person before you do an LDR, that's a whole nother level of difficult.
right.
And basically there is that level of keeping your heart kind of walled up because there's so much risk in trusting fully. Like, yes, you should 100% trust, but then also, like what my friend says all the time, it's you just manage your expectations,
Correct.
Yeah.
You
So-
gotta let things naturally come into fruition
Yes.
instead of
And-
like, automatically thinking like, oh, this is gonna happen. That's gonna happen. Who are you to
Yeah.
know? Who are we to know?
Exactly.
So I agree with the both of you, and especially about the one with the long-term relationship, LDR. What is that? How does that
long distance?
long distance relationship? Sorry, yeah. How does that translate to what it actually meant in my life? So when I opened up Tinder, I made sure that the distance to matching is like 2 kilometers.
Yeah.
Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
that's the difficult thing about, dating in this day and age. It's hard, man.
So many options.
The way, if you're gonna date, no matter what, how you date somebody, you meet somebody online, on the bus, in the train, long distance or not. I think you need to go into it. If you want to be in that relationship, you'll know automatically. It's
better
within
to have
it's human
loved
nature.
it's better to have loved and lost than not to have loved at all.
But that doesn't
Yeah.
apply to anything here.
That's
does.
exactly what we're
Yeah, I
talking
guess,
about.
yeah. But okay, well, my point is you need to go into it knowing that you want to go into it. And if you
Yeah.
if you put even that an inch high of barrier, you're already setting yourself up for disaster.
Hmm.
You shouldn't go into
Hmm.
anything. If you're putting something up like that, a small wall, then don't bother going into a relationship, because why put limitations into it?
It's a
But it
gamble.
also depends on the trauma that you've been through. It's like for me right now, it's a whole balance of trusting someone and opening up your heart and being vulnerable all over again. And when you
But that's
are,
fine. There's nothing wrong with being vulnerable.
there is nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying there's something wrong with that, but I'm saying is that it's harder for people who have gone through hurt to open up.
Yeah.
You know
So
what I mean?
there's no one size fits all moving forward. You got to consider what you've been through.
So it's because it's
Yeah.
a partnership. So even if you're not a whole person and you're not, you don't 100% love yourself, you're not 100% like the best human being ever. If your partner brings out the best in you, then
Right.
that's when it becomes something that's really healthy and where you're both going to grow into who you need to be for each other. So it's not just like, oh, I'm going to be 100% trusting of my partner, but then he's like always constantly like 50%, or she, it's not going to work. You both have to be 100% into the relationship.
Correct. I agree with that.
Amen.
I agree. Yeah. But I mean, you should never go into it being less than 100%.
Yeah.
I don't agree in that.
I think that's where, in adult relationships, I think that's where communication really, really matters, because it's like, that's where you ask, like, what's your intention? What do you want to get out of this? Why are you
What's
on
your
Tinder? Why are
intention?
you on Bumble?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, that's something that happens later down in life. You don't ask that 4 months down the line. You don't ask that. I've been with my wife 10 years this year.
Mhm.
Married 7, together 3. Moved in after 4 months. Engaged after year and a half. Like I said, on the 3rd year, got married. 7 years married now. Do I know her completely? No.
No, I'm saying, what's your intention? Like, you both agreed to stay in this 100% together, to commit
Right.
to each other.
Right.
And
right.
that's what's needed in like when you're like a month or 2 months in and you're like define the relationship. And if the partner
You don't
doesn't want to
need to talk
define the
about it.
relationship,
Yeah, I
you
don't think
kinda
you need to
do.
talk about it. I mean, you don't
you
need
kinda
to
do.
eventually down the line, but putting marriage, if my wife and I
I'm not
didn't
talking
get
about
married, it'd still be
marriage. I'm
fine.
talking about commitment.
I see.
Boyfriend, girlfriend.
Okay.
Boyfriend, girlfriend, moving in. All of this needs to be communicated, because if not, you're just in a situationship where you're like, oh, maybe he's my boyfriend. I don't know. We didn't talk about it, diba?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. It's,
You-
I
you
guess
talk
it's
about
just,
it.
I guess
I
that's
don't
the
think
flip
it's
side on it here. When you
Yeah.
date somebody, So if I go out on a date with, I guess that's a different too. Yeah, you're right. Because when I go out on date, that doesn't mean I'm dating somebody exclusively already, you know?
Yeah.
Like
So
I'll go
it
out on a
depends
date
on
with
the
another girl
stages.
and then another girl like the next couple of days or whatever.
Yeah.
Until you meet, well, that's normal though. You
Yeah.
date consistently until you meet somebody that you want to date exclusively.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. And then when you do meet somebody that you want to date exclusively, you have to have that conversation.
Right. You spend enough time to get to know each other and whatnot. And then eventually, hopefully, have the conversation and say, hey, we've been dating for 3 years. What's the next step?
Mhm.
Yeah. I guess you can say that. But I mean, it's like, it's not the same for everybody though. You know, like my wife knows that if we didn't who knows, it could have been, what the hell happened?
Nag-react.
Ano sabi niya?
Oh,
Ano
sige,
sabi?
What
Did
are
she
you
say
reacting
something
to?
about the 3 years?
Yun nga yung hinihingi ko eh. Reassurance dito eh. Ano ba talaga?
She literally said exactly that. Oy, 3 years na. Ano na ngayon?
Yeah.
Oh my
So
God.
you have to match your goals, values, and lifestyle. If your goals, values, and lifestyle don't match,
Lifestyle.
yeah, like
You don't have to have
You
matching lifestyle.
Oh, anong goals ko ngayon? Values.
no, like
Hmm.
if you both like, for example, something, I don't know, like bowling, for example, then that's a good thing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
It doesn't
obviously,
always
yeah.
have to be 100% matching. Like you can like Marvel movies and she doesn't have to like Marvel movies,
Right.
you know?
Right. No, I got you
But-
saying. Yeah.
But I'm talking about like how you live your lives on the daily.
Yes.
Here's an interesting thing about that though. Even if you've had that conversation, it never ends. It's like you're always gonna have that conversation. Yesterday, hey, what are we gonna do tomorrow? I feel like staying home and resting.
It depends.
She wanted
Are you
to
gonna
go-
propose to me.
No, but she wanted to go out and eat. I don't want to throw you under the bus here, huh? But just like she wanted to go out and eat and celebrate and that kind of thing. I was like, I like to celebrate in bed, and sleep. And
Okay,
rest.
you're an idiot
So-
though. It's your anniversary. That's a different story.
I know.
If it's a
but what
Tuesday, Yeah, sure, you can think that way. But
I
if it's
gave
your
a lot from, like, I gave a lot a time sa kanya na Monday to Friday or Saturday sa sun niya. Tapos for me, wala.
puso mo.
Oh,
Sige na.
sige, sige.
Sige na.
Di ba nakaka-hurt
But-
yun?
So,
pa kaya?
To wrap that up, and maybe the rest of the show also, to wrap
No,
that
I
up,
don't want
is
the show to end.
we have to continuously have that conversation. We're just talking here. We're just throwing the ball around.
Listen, don't mute her headphones real quick. I'm just saying you can't
Bad.
you cannot talk to her like that. Every day is your day. You have to understand that, okay? Every day is your day. Anniversaries, birthdays, Valentine's Day. Just give that to her. It's okay. That's like
Got
what,
it.
5 days out of 365.
Fist bump. Got it.
You know what
Got
I'm
it.
saying?
We're talking about changing the name of the show a while ago.
No, hold on.
Oh,
Shh.
really?
Kuya J.
I'm gonna get to that real quick. Hold on. So I'm saying though, okay.
You're right.
If, like, for example,
Whatever you're saying, you're right.
Yeah. Ito, yung mga lesson eh.
kalimutan ko na yung sasabihin ko.
I gotta give it to her.
No, I forgot. Whatever. Do what you want to do.
No. You're right. I agree with
No, I
you.
forgot what I was gonna
agree.
say. I
The thing
forgot.
is, like, do you want to make her happy?
Of course. I'm not forcing the issue to stay home and rest. I'm saying this is what I feel. Ikaw, anong
Well, you
gusto mong
shouldn't
gawin?
even have felt that way to begin with.
Well, that's where the problem arises. I'm entitled to feel the way I feel and express my
Wrong.
opinion.
In that kind of situation, you're wrong. What day is it today?
Anniversary namin today, di
Right.
ba?
It's your anniversary. Oh, am I entitled to feel home? No bullshit. In women's world, that doesn't
Always
happen
time
right
niya, di
now.
ba?
This is her day. Every day is your day. That's a fact. Birthdays, Valentine's Day, anniversaries, whatever. It's your wife's or your girlfriend's day.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not trying to like.
Jay, I'm not trying to like
I'm just
cut
saying.
the show short here, but
Yeah.
we got a lunch date today, so we got
Right.
8 minutes to wrap this up.
Okay. Oh, they're gonna go walk down the street. HH.
WW.
Sige. Okay. Well.
WW.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry, guys, for keeping you. Have a good, happy anniversary to both of you.
Ah, we
How long
got
has it
5,
been,
8
by the way?
minutes.
How long has it been?
3 years?
3 years now.
3 years.
I
Okay.
stopped counting at 1.
From the bottom of my heart, I hope and I wish that your love and point of view towards each other last day in, day out with every single breath that you take. May you look at each other the same way that you have always looked at each other from the very, very first time for a very, very long time. Happy anniversary, guys. That's
Best
my
man.
And
Best
I hope-
man's best
I
man's
hope-
speech.
I hope there's an equal amount of effort put into the relationship to.
Okay, you had to ruin it, huh? You had to ruin it. Are you kidding me? Really? I literally had a heartfelt
Just
thing
give
there
us this.
for my boy. And then
Give
you
us this
had
moment.
to ruin it.
Just give us this moment. This
Jesus.
brotherly love moment.
Thank you for joining us, Celeste. Awesome time speaking with you again. Jesus.
love it.
Money well spent on the mic and the camera. Ugh.
Just the camera.
Okay,
I love
there
you, Mike.
more boogers coming out. More boogers coming out. Anyway,
But yes. Okay. I'll put a ribbon on that. It's a constant. You're learning. I'm learning. I've never had this kind of a relationship before, kind of thing. So
dude, learn quicker. You're like 65 years old. Hurry the hell up.
Yeah.
I'm a late bloomer. What can I say? Yeah.
That's what you get for putting too much powder on your ding dong.
Ah.
You're
So much
constantly
for the
sweating down
romance.
there.
You know
So much
That's
for the
liter-
romance.
that movie, the chef, right? That's what it's called.
Yeah.
That's literally where I got the idea.
Mm.
It's like they were
Are
joking
you all
about
right,
it.
dude? You're like coughing left and right. Is this the big
Is it spicy?
I'm,
Spicy.
I'm inhaling the boy bawang through my lungs. Through my lungs. While I'm talking, I'm inhaling. Anyway, yeah, that's I love that movie. And I love that scene. And you know how the guy, the chef is, with his son and
Yeah.
right? It's one of those
That's-
can you imagine? I was like here heartbroken, all depressed at home, watching that movie. And that was one of the first times that I remember myself cracking up when I saw that scene. And
yeah.
good memories with that movie. So
You watched it while you were heartbroken?
yeah, just by myself in this room before I turned this into an office. This was a bedroom, with all my clothes all over the bed. Actually, my closet was on one side of the bed, on the bed, and I would sleep on the other side, other half of the bed.
Right.
That's how messy this room was.
This was what, 4 years ago?
Yeah, when the movie came out, that's when
Nice.
shit hit the fan.
All right. Well, again, thank you for joining us, and hopefully you enjoyed that little tidbit of shenanigans. Another day, another dollar, same shit, different day type of thing, yada, yada, yada. Celeste, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Thank you for ruining that very bonding moment that I had with my dear friend here.
That's what little sisters are for.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
That's what it
Christine.
feels like.
Yeah,
I
Christine,
feel
Yeah.
maraming salamat sa inyong pagtitiwala. Don't put too much powder on his ding dong, okay?
I hope we sa Tagalog parang gusto kong yung maraming salamat sa pagtitiwala. Ako naman gusto ko idagdag na sa susunod serbisyong totoong it's like just put all of these taglines together.
I wish I can do that.
Yeah, it's like
Mabuhay.
You're such a poser for crying out loud.
Look, let's have Celeste. Let's have Celeste come up with an intro for the show.
Do you not speak Tagalog at all?
I speak Tagalog to people outside.
Yeah.
But I can't do like the announcer thing.
What?
Yeah.
Like if I read it, I don't know. Like what's a
you
good script?
You need to have like some sort of a script.
No, I'm the worst at that. Like let's see. Let's look for a poem. Filipino poem.
Oh, while you're looking for that, I was just thinking that we can come up with an intro script for Celeste. She could introduce the show instead of you having to introduce the show all the time.
Oh.
Sure.
Pwede ba?
And then
Pero
we can
gusto
add
ko Tagalog.
and then we can add all of those like lines like
mabuhay.
You know the
welcome to the flip side with Jay and Noel.
Diba? Diba?
Order number 67. It's ready now.
You know the networks here or the networks here, even the radio stations, they call their like usong-uso dito to call their audience a certain something. Like one noontime show calls their audience like, oh, mga madlang people, like ganyan. And then another network here calls like Kapuso or Kapamilya or
Kapatid.
There was
that also on YouTube where like this YouTuber calls them snacks or something and then
And if you accidentally call someone like, oh, Kapamilya kita, you're like indirectly referring that you're a fan of that network because I called you, oh, mga kamamilya, kamusta ka na?
I got one. But before I do it, hold on. Enjoy. I'm going to cut off the live now so I can say what I want to say. Okay? Peace out.
Say what you want to say because you're going to curse and you don't want to get banned from TikTok.
Yeah, hell yeah. We got we call ours our bitches.
Bitches!
No, I'm just,
Maano siya nun eh.
yeah, I don't want to get suspended all of a sudden. You got to save the moment. Tama lang yan. All right,
so
bitches.
Here, this is me. If I read it in a Tagalog thing,
go for it.
It's okay. I'm gonna try my best to do Tagalog accent. So the title of the poem is Patawad. Sa pagbitaw ng aking mga kamay sa pangakong
you suck. Just kidding.
Sa pangakong habang buhay sa paalam na matalim. Mapait ako pala.
That's not the same though.
What?
Because
I can't.
We're not gonna like tell you to like say it like that. It's like an actual conversational thing.
Pwede yung conversation na ganito.
Pero
yung mga kapitbahay, salamat sa pagpapatuwad na I don't know.
Pagpapatupad.
Mga kababayan.
Pagpapatapad.
Mga kababayan ko.
Pagpapatawad.
Hey, going back to intellectual property rights, that's what that thing is that we were sort of arguing about with Itbulaga. We weren't actually arguing. We were trying to understand the situation with Itbulaga property rights. You know, just segueing back to the words that I was making fun of a while ago. Like if you use the word kapamilya, then you're referring to a specific network or you're part of, you're a fan of that specific network. It's like it's indirectly sort of attached to that identity.
Like trademarked.
They're trademarking it. So that's I guess that's what the issue is. That's what the argument is, that Tito Vic and Joey is Itbulaga and therefore they own the trademark is
right.
What they're thinking, or how that one side is is saying it, but on the flip side, the other side is saying that's not necessarily true. Why are you shaking your head like a chicken? Or not? Okay.
I'm listening to the theme song of Eat Bulaga.
Oh.
Eat Bulaga. Sila Tito Vic
It's so
and
cool.
Joey.
Your mic is really good. Like the sound, even if you clap. Do you hear my clap?
We heard that?
No.
No?
Do you hear that?
Which
No.
one?
She was clapping.
Oh man, I want
Yours
that.
is really good.
I don't think that's the mic. That's Zoom.
Yeah.
That's not the mic necessarily.
Yeah.
It's the Zoom settings.
Oh.
You can change the Zoom settings to like really high, medium, low sensitivity.
How about
Yeah.
mine?
No.
Yeah, it's high. You can't hear it.
Oh, yay. Okay, I fixed it kasi earlier. But then
Yeah.
she was right beside me, so you could still hear it. And then
So
she,
that's like
she kept talking to me.
10 seconds of my life I'm never gonna get back. Just kidding.
Now's the time to end it then.
Yeah, that's the time to end it. Anyway, guys, again, thank you.
The podcast, huh? Not your life. The podcast.
Jesus.
I wouldn't be able to sleep.
You went dark there really quick.
I wouldn't be able to sleep and feel guilty about it if I didn't correct myself on that. I wanted to clarify.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, well, thank
Let's-
you very much for joining us. We hope you
Let's-
guys had fun.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. I
Enjoy-
need to put powder on my balls.
He needs to put powder in his ding dong.
I need to get a refill.
So
Almost
So what
empty.
are we calling the audience? Flippers?
I don't know. Flippers.
Flip sides?
That's really
Yeah,
gay.
from
Flippers.
Oh,
from
flippers.
FlipSide.
Like
No.
dolphins. I love dolphins.
What's up, dolphins? Welcome to the flip side with
Flippers.
Jay and Noel, dolphins. No, it doesn't work.
Anyway. Okay. All right. We'll catch you guys in the next episode, which would be episode 49. And next
Did we discuss
Saturday.
everything in your list?
Yeah.
We did.
Next Saturday, just to let you know, Saturday US time, that's Sunday morning Philippine time, is actually our 50th episode. Whoa.
Ooh.
50.
Who's your
Wow.
guest for the 50th?
It's
I
funny.
know, you want to jump in again?
The yesterday.
Yeah,
the
I mean,
host-
I bought stuff for this podcast. So,
So Celeste will be joining us then. I'm hoping to convince my wife to join me at the same time because I think it's a staple that she actually sits in since she's never had in the episode, and I would like for her to show a little bit of love and support for this debacle that we
Well.
call a podcast.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, and I gotta
Yes.
put some more powder in my ding dongs.
Yesterday, the host, which happened to be the president of the vintage cars, this group has lasted for 40 some odd years, and they were joking that hopefully, 44 years. So they were like, how long has Itbulaga been running?
44.
44. Yeah. So they were like, so I think they're 43. They're like, one more year, guys, matatalo na natin ang Itbulaga. They're hoping that they would last longer than
Yeah.
however long Itbulaga lasted. So I hope this podcast also lasts longer than Itbulaga.
it's going really well if you're going to enter your 50th next week.
Yeah, so far so good. We'll talk about that in the 50th episode.
Congratulations.
We can look back on the past 50 episodes and talk about the last 50 episodes.
You should do a highlight reel.
Somebody's
You know,
gotta edit it.
Yeah, you're gonna edit it?
No.
All right, then
Uh,
pipe down. Quiet. Stop yapping too much, man. God dang it. Naman. Okay, guys. Well, let's wrap up your ding dongs and your ding dangs. Eat your boy bawongs and powder them up.
Oh, you got a cat?
I've had a cat since 2018.
Yeah, but we've never seen your white cat.
Yeah, I didn't notice you had a cat.
Who happens to not like you very much.
No,
Did
she's
he
a
come
Lola.
Did she come from San Fernando also, or?
I've had her
La
since
Union?
2018. So she's been going everywhere with me.
That's so weird. I
Why is that weird?
didn't know that you had a cat, or that she would be in.
I think
Wait,
It's-
that's not the same one in your apartment before, though, right? Is that the same one?
One, yes.
No, you had a gray one before.
Oh, that was my ex's cat.
The cat was gray before, but living with her for all this time kind of stressed the cat out, so now he got white hair. I'm just saying. I don't know.
No, you
I
met
mean,
her. You in my 2018. You met her, Lucy. You remember Lucy? You
Oh.
met her here.
Okay. My memory fails me. That's why we needed to record this podcast, because of all the things that I forget, the conversations that I forget.
Yeah, ADHD.
Yeah, you'd also remember if you actually watch it.
I don't watch it. I don't
And
like
that
watching
note,
myself.
thank you very much for catching up with us. We will catch you later again. This is the Flip Side with Jay and Noel. My name is Jay.
Celeste, thanks for joining us. My name is Noel, and this is Christine. Happy anniversary!
Happy anniversary, guys. We'll catch you later.
Thank you.
On the flip side.
See ya.
Stop.
I almost forgot the last line again.
What's the line?
My line.
This
You can catch the full episodes on youtube.com at The Flip Side with Jay and Noel. Full episodes uploaded every Wednesdays and Saturdays.